side of New Era Field in Orchard Park. We've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Ready? Blue ready. 51, Mike, 51. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Let me go.
First down, Winston. Then he finds Beasley, complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Keep breaking them balls up.
Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jameis to throw it. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key you kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Running with Howard, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Mike 51. Watch twist.
Play action now. Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys just barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 72.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Brady's throw into the hands of Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Black 22. 51's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Throwing, Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one. Completion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And this one caught by Beasley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Alabama, 380. Sugar. Q26.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete.
Keep playing hard. Wait, that. 180. Lots 49. Rabbit. Shadow. Fresno.
And some room to roam now. They'll get 34 yards there.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Eluding the pressure right. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's in. in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season.
Yeah, baby. It's game, baby.
Ready. Blue ready. Check 52. Double tight, double tight. Let's go.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the dump off at second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Winston. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation.
And this is blocked. The Pats bring heat and they get home. Taking it right down Broadway. And it's a New England Patriots touchdown.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter.
Ready. Flag. What is that? Come to our world. We want it. Come to my.
They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. On the left side, he finds Beasley.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
89. Watch 89. Single.
To the air again with Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Man, I got you.
On 1st down, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
The first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the up. And Winston lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
They're running it.
Brady's going to sneak it. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
ready. Black, what is that?
Touchdown. We got to roll. Just keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling.
Let we go.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Ready. Blue ready. Mike 51.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started. Stadium.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run.
Again, it's Michelle. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the...
They can't hold me, baby.
Ready. Black 25 behind.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Let we go.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Ready.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let we go.
Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6.
Wait, set. Ready.
49's the mic. Gotta do better.
Come on, Z.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's got room. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It's our field. Hey, it's our
Sugar.
On the ground, this is Michel. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
53. baby, yeah. Let me kill.
On third down, Michelle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On play action, now Brady. Got Gordon open, completes it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
We got 4. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Brady. And Latimer's got it.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cody Latimer. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Ready. Blue ready.
51, Mike 51. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
First down, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Hightower. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. To throw is Brady. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Brady now to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys.
Ready. Black 25.
51 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense. All day.
Jameis now on first down. And he finds Beasley complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. Brady now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th. Believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. To throw is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Got a man open. That's Harry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Come on now. Let's go.
Brady, 11 to 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0.
Ready? Black 22. 51. Hey, watch the lane.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Play action now, Winston. And he's going to go down again. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Ryan Allen now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Watch the curl. Watch 50.
And it's Michel once again. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Mike's 49.
Jacket, reload.
On third down, Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw here. Flushed out right. He gets it complete to Latimer. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Brady, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Oh, boy. Rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though.
Hey, watch the 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let him go.
The first down throw for Winston. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Hey, 29. Alpha.
49. Watch the run. Watch the run.
72.
So after the INT, it's Brady. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New England, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.